Morning from the farm. Guess that kind of stuff happens too. It had just rained out here, and so now everything is kind of overcast and has cooled down, and it's really beautiful outside. So today is April 7th, 2025. I guess if you're watching this later. And I don't know how you guys have been doing, but I have been feeling extremely, what's the word? I've been feeling extremely empathetic lately. I've been having a lot of emotions, and I've been feeling confidently vulnerable, if that makes any sense. I want to find where that bird's coming from because I love that sound. But yeah, I've been feeling very emotional, but has been feeling like that's okay, and even more than that, that's a good thing, that it's a sign of progress and healing and getting to where I want to be. Which is part of why I'm recording a video again, even though it's been a while. The funny thing is, too, is I've had some recordings that I've just been sitting on, and I might never post those, and that's okay. But you guys need to see this. I had actually found that kiddie pool when I was trash picking. There's two kiddie pools that somebody had left out by the curb to be picked up by the trash people, and I got them. I snagged them for the ducks. Did y'all see that? There were two robins fighting. I hope this is not making y'all dizzy at this angle, but anyway, so the creative process has been creative processing. My emotions have been emotioning, and all I've been craving is to be outside and to be in community with people. My fiance and I had actually just gotten back from hanging out with a friend and some of his friends over in Wilmington, which is really nice. If you're not familiar with North Carolina, It's a beach town, city, I guess. Uh, and we just went to the beach, got sunburnt really bad. I guess not as bad as I have before. I've had some pretty bad sunburns, but it's not great either. um, I sprained my knee yesterday too. I'm pretty sure, and he just so happened to have an ace bandage for me to use, which is nice. Valentino, even he got a sunburn. He never gets a sunburn, so that's crazy. Uh, and then he and I played. Well, I guess Valentino just kind of watched, but he was like very active when he was watching. Um, but we played Magic the Gathering. I'd never played Magic the Gathering before. That was a first for me. I had always assumed it was like a really big learning curve and a really big world to get into. Kind of like how D&D was as well for me. And I would say like how it would feel for me to like get into sports or something like that. Any sport. That's how it would feel probably. Um, but yeah, it the guys made it fun. The guys that we were playing with. Because, sometimes I hope you guys haven't had this experience, but um, being perceived as femme in a space, uh, um, I have definitely felt like very like made fun of and stuff like that for not doing something right or whatever. You know what I mean? And it's like I didn't my trauma I wasn't expecting it, but like my trauma was expecting it, if that makes any sense. I was like, there were like no red flags in this group of guys. Um but that trauma's still there. I was so fucking scared. But no, it turned out to be so fun, and I actually learned a little bit of how to play, uh, which is crazy. Like, never thought I would do that. So, yeah, it was really nice. And then we drove home. Um, it was a really good drive home. I got hit on by this, like, security guard at a rest area. Um, and it's such a weird experience when you start to, like, heal and when you kind of start to see things as, like, spirit and spiritual experiences, like everything's a spiritual experience, because I was like in my physical, like in my humanness, like the reaction that I had immediately was ignoring him, and then when he repeated himself, I made it very clear that I had a man waiting for me in the car, but still trying to be nice, um, which that's a whole thing too. but but yeah, it was so weird. Like he followed me into the not into the bathroom, thank God. Uh, but into like the rest area. Like he was outside and then went inside when I went inside. It was just weird. I did not like it. You guys, there's a bee. Okay, hold on. I did not capture the bee in time, but he had his little pollen pants on, so he's been working hard, or she, or whatever. It doesn't matter. But as a gender fluid person, it doesn't matter. But anyway, silly. Uh, Yeah, no, it was just weird. And so I, unfortunately, Valentino, his phone's like dead. Um, and so I couldn't call him to be like, get in here. And so I called uh, my dad. Um, I called the guy friend first that we were actually staying with, but I know he is still busy playing Magic with his friends. Um, because he didn't answer, but I did call my dad, and luckily my dad was awake, and so we were just on the phone until I got to the car. That's not the first time I've done that with my dad either. Like, he's very understanding of. There was a buzz around my head. But he's very understanding of like that desire to feel safe. So that was everything that was like happening in like the physical. Then spiritually, I'm like, wow, we are all just apes, and it's not that serious. And I know I'm safe because I have this very firm belief that I am not going to be put in situations that are not safe for me. And yeah, I just have no doubt in my mind that that's the case. And so I knew that I was safe. Um, and then I kind of like saw him from like his perspective too. I was like, this man is so lonely, you know? Ooh, what is this little guy? We have a friend on our. Say hello. I don't know what he is. Must be a big ant. I've not seen him that big here though. Here, I'm gonna put him on the grass because I'm still in my process of like getting used to bugs and approaching them as like part of the ecosystem and not things that are scary, but as like my kinfolk to borrow a word from Braiding Sweetgrass. I started listening to that book again. Um, I, for whatever, Braiding Sweetgrass, like the original book, I, for some reason, was just having a hard time kind of sticking with it. Um, I love it and I love the idea of it, but I don't know, something about, I think it was just a really hard read. Um, and so I decided to listen to the audiobook of the abridged version for young adults, which I feel like might kind of serve me better anyway in this era of life that I'm in. I'm 24. I still feel extremely young, um, especially because I plan to be at least 90. Oh, there's a little chicken over here just chilling in the grass with me. Or pine straw, I guess. Y'all, I'm so full of so many emotions. Oh my god. Everything is so moving to me right now. And honestly, what I really wanted to talk about in this video, I'll post all of it probably because, well, okay, two things. I'm gonna post this whole video. I do not believe that I'll be doing many edits, if at all, other than just like putting the videos together. Because unfortunately I do have to like stop the recording to flip the camera, so to show you guys anything up here, I would have to stop the whole recording. I can't just pause it. And so I might just post it as is, because I held this belief that I believe in quality over quantity. And I still believe that. However, if pursuing the kind of quality that I want to attain for my videos is going to fully stop me from posting, then it's not worth it. And I might have been putting too much emphasis on making something look extremely highly produced. Because ideally, you know, these would look like little movies. But I don't have to make all of my videos little movies. And I don't even have to make my first videos little movies. I don't even have to make the first year of posting videos little movies or video essays or anything of that sort. These can just be little vlogs, and that be good, and that be enough, and that satisfy my creativity, my creative well that I have, because I just get this urge to talk. I'm very mercurial. If you're into astrology like I am, I have a stellium in Aquarius, and my rising sign is Gemini, so a lot of air. Gotta talk. Gotta talk, gotta think, I gotta get it out of there. Out of here and out. And I like talking outside because I can feel the wind agree with me. Because again, astrology, the Gemini and Aquarius are air signs. And so when I feel my most authentic and share what it is I want to share, the wind picks up sometimes, like it has just now. I remember sitting outside yesterday. I was kind of struggling with something. Oh, it's starting to rain. I might go in here in a few minutes, but I was struggling with something. Basically, I didn't want. I am learning how to be in relationship with people. In long-term relationship with people, and have an authentic long-term relationship with people. I have learned a lot by doing life and living with Valentino, but one even soulmate, you know, is not enough. I need to also have friends, and so I had felt like some boundaries had been crossed, and I was talking to Valentino about it, and I had just said out loud, we had both kind of come to the conclusion, thanks to Valentino, he's really good about reminding me about it, that I need to speak my truth. Love is the answer, and authenticity to who I am, like speaking the truth, is just so key. I have to bring up when a boundary of mine is crossed, and I have to communicate that to the people that I want to continue to be in relationship with. And the wind went crazy when I said that. It was so cool. yeah, it was nice. It was really nice. But another thing I wanted to talk about in this video is I'm ready. I'm ready for intentional community and the work it will take to get there. I am trusting the universe, trusting God that the things that I desire to do, like make videos, that I had been putting off because I feared that I would be too tired by the end of them, that it would wear me out too much. I'm trusting the universe that my energy is a renewable resource and that I've got all the time I need and that I'm good. I am safe to take my time and to create. I'm safe to create. I will not just be burnt out and run down because I decide to create. That's a lot. Ironically. But we're trusting. You guys have got to watch this. Thank you for watching.